the innocence, tread lightly in the search for the voices, the stories of the departed. For in the shadows hides the evil that lurks within. As the light dies and slowly becomes night, the realm of the spirits rule the world. In the darkness of your mind hides your own inner demons.
You know what, guys? Forget the intro tonight. Let's get halfway through it. Forget it. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, another. I look beat. I look wrecked. Busy day at work. Made it good. Made it go quick. Beyond that, nothing new, guys. We left off last night, 58 minutes into night 2, MDS recorder in the museum. We had one EVP at the 30-minute mark. We're hoping for the best on this. I figured this is going to be one of the dead recorders. We'll see. Not much beyond that. We're going to get right to the audio, guys. I want to get through this recorder as quickly as we can. Get through this week as quickly as I can. It's already starting out kind of rough. But before we get to it, I'm going to go ahead and cheers, you guys. Here's my shot. I'm not doing Jack and Coke tonight. I'm just doing straight Jack. So, salud. What's up, TM? And the beer to chase it. That's the good stuff. You can tell I've had a rough day when I don't do a Jack and Coke. I do a shot of Jack and a beer. But it is what it is. Yeah. Exactly, TM. Cheers to that. Good news is the new GoPro 13. They have a condensed version of it that is on sale. So I might be getting another GoPro. It's like $199. It's cheap. Oh, like I said, they just released it. So it's a special. I think I'm going to jump on it for Prime Day here coming up later this week. Or next week. What is up, Sims? How you doing? It's been a hot minute. What's new? How is the job hunting going? Or the new job, was it? Very bad you're disheartened. At least I announce it. Going bad, disheartened. I'm sorry to hear that. Bet you're writing a book. Okay. That's good. It's always a good thing. What's up, Ducky? No ghosts for you. That's what it feels like. Moose. Moose, got Ducky, got Sims, got TM. We're just getting the whole posse in here tonight, ain't we? Only one out of like 10 places had decency say I didn't get the job. We got 15 applications in to fill the cable position where the guy quit when I was on vacation. They posted the application. 3 days later, they got 15 interviews lined up. Not shit. Going over videos from this weekend. I've been combining the videos from this investigation. I cannot wait to get to the execution chamber. It's looking like it's going to be interesting. I showed the picture to a couple people at work. One of the guys was a former employee at Zach Bagans' museum, and he seems to think it is a face. It's not matrixing. It's not pareidolia. He seems to think it is potentially a face watching me. So it looks like the couple pictures he took of me investigating the chamber, he got something snapping a picture of me while recording on the GoPro. There was no wind at all on that night. Creaking doors are fun. They're exceptionally creepy, especially when there's no wind. You got to check, make sure the door's not warped. You know, so that even you walking by it, the creak in the floor causes, gravity to take effect, and the warped door will swing. So it's definitely one of those game changers. And Sims, I don't think I could debunk it. Again, since most of you didn't see it, this is what Chris Pitzer took me sitting in the execution chamber. Right here, right above my head. Right above where the pointer's at, looks like a face. We went over this last night. Well, he's a co-worker. He's not a friend. He's a co-worker. The guy who took the picture, he's a docent of the prison. I'm officially a member of Nevada State Prison Paranormal. So yeah, I'd consider the guy a friend, of course. He's fucking been like a brother to me investigating the prison. He's gone out of his way above and beyond to help me. So yeah, I'd consider him a hell of a friend. You'd be surprised if wouldn't be surprised if that was Cole. That's what Chris's initial response was. I didn't replace Deds. Deds wasn't able to go for personal reasons. And how you doing, Deds? It's good to see you, bud. And the other side, Deds, I'm glad you're here. Look at the side of my neck. Right below my ear. Look at the dark spots on my neck. Tagged completely out. That's good. Here, hunting season's over for a month. This is the one I can't explain, is what are these dark spots on my neck? This is just weird. So And we couldn't explain this on the GoPro. Why was the second screen on? I turned all this shit off. And the second screen is only the front screen on the GoPro is showing static. Why? It should be showing me in the chamber. It shouldn't be showing white static. Oh yeah. Deads, I did not start feeling normal until Monday. I didn't, and which is yesterday. I did not feel completely myself until yesterday. 16-day paranormal hangover. Do we see the white square on the video too? It should be. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't gone over it, so I doubt it. And Dej, just so you know, this recorder is being left in the museum, where they had all the pictures of all the wardens and all the old pictures of the prison and everything in that back room. Before you go outside, that's where this recorder was set. But like I said, we're gonna get a lot of office talk. Oh yeah, you'll see it on video. They put a lot more stuff in. And a couple of the hired hands that come into the warehouse to help when we're busy. I showed him a picture of the knife tip we found up in Pitney's cell. He couldn't freaking believe it. Gallery and merch, pretty much. They moved all the merch down to that big room. I showed him the tip of the knife, and he was like, "That's crazy." It's like, dude, they gave it to me to bring home. He goes, "You didn't." It's like, yeah, I have it in my gear case at home. So this year, get it framed. I'm gonna put it in a case. I am. But like I said, I donated every one of those mugshot cards to the prison. What am I going to do with them? They belong there. I kept the first one that I bought. The rest of them, I donated. So, I mean, technically, right now, I'm two paranormal teams: Incarnate Paranormal and Nevada State Prison Paranormal. That could change very soon, where I just switch it over to Nevada State Prison Paranormal, which I think I might do. What the fuck was that? I can't call that paranormal. Guys, here we are, right in front of the Paranormal Nevada State Prison. Night 2, visit 5. I'm going to try to carry this with me tonight as much as I can. Get some evidence for you guys. We're going to do some more investigating. TM, I didn't. You guys saw me They don't mean anything to me. I bought them for the sole reason of donating back to the prison. That was my sole purpose of buying them. I did post a few pictures on the team Facebook page. Beyond that, they don't mean anything. Like I said, the only one that means anything is the first one I bought. Tammy and Michelle, they weren't there. They had personal things going on. I think Tammy went to a concert, and Michelle, I don't remember. They had other things. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on a second. All right. Michelle's a fucking trip. She's a goofball. She's cool as shit. You put Tammy, Michelle, and Susan together, it's freaking trouble at the prison. There's no way around it. But again, like, let this beep happen first. They do, but they investigate too. Like the female version of the Three Stooges. You're not wrong.
Pull on my ear, would you?
They'd probably say the Three Musketeers, but Stooges funnier. No, the Stooges is more accurate. It's not the fact it's funnier, it's more accurate. Sorry guys, I freaking need it. It's been a rough day. Like I said, guys, it's been a rough day. Salute, cheers, Solange, whatever. Deads, is there anything else? Yeah, it's JD. It has been rough the past 2.5 weeks. Like I said, a 16-day paranormal hangover. I didn't do a show for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I didn't do a show for almost 7 days, for 7 days. I got home from work. I had dinner, was in bed. And I was talking to somebody today and they're like, Brent, what was it? It's like, I felt defeated. I had no motivation to go to work, no motivation to get out of bed, no motivation to do anything but sleep. And Dads, I told take what you felt when you got back and multiply it by 50. It's not the fact it's getting colder. I thrive on cold weather. Like I said, guys, it got to the point it started scaring me. But like I said, I asked for it. I asked the spirits to show me what they felt being led into that chamber. I asked them for that. Show me what you felt. And I think that's what they showed me. They were defeated in life. And that's what I felt for 2 weeks. I was just fucking defeated in every aspect. Despair, deads, I would actually throw that in there, bud. I would throw despair in there. Despair, exhaustion, just mentally being beat. Would I do it again? Yes, I would. Now I know what to expect. When I go back there the next time, I'm going to thank the spirits for showing me what they did. I'm going to thank them for showing me. Because now I understand. And like I said, this is... Chris made a very valid point to me on this one. I asked to be locked in the chamber. They did not push me after they got home. I don't know if it's like stepping in gum and bringing it home with me, but they did push it. They pushed all that onto me. Like I was saying, I wanted Chris to actually lock the chamber door, seal it, crank the handle shut. But he's like, Brent, what if there's an emergency and I have a heart attack? He goes, what if I drop dead outside the chamber recording you? How are you going to get out? You don't have cell service in there. How are you going to get Susan? It's like, I'll take my phone just in case. Shut it, latch it, but don't seal it. I did it as close as you could do without being executed. Well, excuse me, I did it as close as you could do without being strapped into the bed and executed. I was restrained, let in there, sat down. Close the door. So what I was running through this, I think what we're going to do is when we get halfway, I'm going to show just the other team, finally, is show Chris is recording me inside the chamber. And we'll save me physically in the chamber with the GoPro till the very end. I think we can compromise there to see what he got on the outside. But like I said last night, we can watch the execution video. It won't be a year, TM. It'll be 6 or 7 months, max. I don't even think it'll take that long. Remember, we lost a night. We lost a night, so knock off 3 months. It'll take 6 to 9 months to analyze it all, maybe. And I'll be honest with you guys, and it's a dick statement, so forgive me for it. I'll probably go back sooner. I'll end up going back sooner. I guarantee you. I I would not play the execution chamber video for $1,000. If somebody dropped $1,000 in the tip bucket right now, I wouldn't play it. Did it help to go on Friday the 13th? I'm pausing the audio. Tim, you're not the first person to ask me this. My mom even said this. She goes, "You did this on Friday the 13th." It's like, yeah. I said, that kind of the reason I did it is to test the possibility of more paranormal activity to see if it's just best day of the year. My dad was born on Friday the 13th. I was born on Saturday the 13th. TM, yes, it's just a date, and the media and movies have hyped up Friday the 13th since like the 20s. So is it just a date? Yes. Does it hold any paranormal significance over Halloween, Festival of Hain, or Samhain, any one of those festivals and the pagan rituals? I don't know. I might look into next year doing something on a festival of anything on a pagan ritual to see if that amplifies paranormal activity, because there is a pagan and Wiccan ritual grounds in the prison. Actually, Deds, if you want to do it earlier in the year, we can. I can schedule it if it guarantees you going. I can schedule it earlier. So Friday the 13th. I guess it all depends on your beliefs. I'm like I said, I'm 48. I grew up with Friday the 13th, the movies. Do I believe it ties into the paranormal? Absolutely not. But does it have any significance to paranormal activity outside the movies in Hollywood? It's debatable. Like I said, investigating on Halloween, All Hallows Eve. That's not actually Festival of Samhain is not Halloween. You want to try those dates? Why not? That'd be like investigating on Mother's Day, investigating on St. Patrick's Day, investigating on Easter Sunday. I mean, you pick any holiday. Line them up on the wall, blindfold yourself, and throw a dart, and whichever holiday you hit, you investigate on. When we went on Halloween, it was interesting, though. Yes, it was. Remember, I did Halloween 3 years in a row. All Hallows Eve, okay. But is it more psychological than physical evidence? Yes. Because you're more in tune to listening for evidence on that day, because it's Halloween. This is the day for spooks, specters, and ghosts. So you're paying extra special attention to every single detail. Believe it, but might psych you out if you believe it too. There's that side, because you're so focused on getting evidence because it's Halloween. Think about it. Can you trick yourself into hearing evidence? Yes. But that's where pareidolia comes in. Hit and miss. You could go on October 7th. Pick a random day and you're going to get evidence. I'd like to investigate the execution chamber on the anniversary of Eddie Cole's death. I would love to go in there on the anniversary of the day Eddie Cole was executed. But it's not going to happen because it's in December. You know, I'm not going to ask Susan to open up the prison in the dead of winter in Carson City. It just ain't going to happen. I wouldn't do that to her. Unless I lived there, but if I lived there, it would be cold as shit, but it'd be worth it. If I lived in Carson, if I could get a job up there, if I could get a job in Carson or surrounding areas, I'd be an official docent of the prison. I'd probably be a key holder. I'd go in there and do some cleaning during the day, and at night, I don't care how cold it was, I would open that execution chamber door and investigate it. I ain't gonna lie, I would do it just on the anniversary of his execution, or the anniversary of the execution of anybody that was executed in that chamber, just to see if we could get their energy. The problem is, a lot of them were executed in wintertime. Would I be willing to get pneumonia to investigate in December? You know what? I'm not going to say no. But I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to admit it on camera. Would I shovel out the snow just to get in there? You damn right I would. I'd go in there and do a walkthrough and check all the buildings, make sure the ceilings are okay in the winter. I would make sure the windows were good, everything was good in there. And I'd check up on everything. I don't think so. I think that's just what the governor... I think that's what the governor said. Let me see if, let's try this real quick. This is Albert Saleh. Albert Saleh was executed August 23rd. Alejandro Cambra, April 5th. So it's still cold. Andriza Merkovich, not saying. Burton Williamson, November 21st, winter. Edward Carroll Cole, December 6th, colder than shit. Clayton Fraquette, April 13th, still going to be a little cold. Daryl Mack was... May 15th, so... And that could be a possibility. That would still be warm. David Blackwell, April 12th, starting to come out of winter. Domenico Nadal, don't have his date. Domingo Echeverria, November 13th, so winter. Earl Seward, February, colder than shit. Eugene Gambetta, August 18th. Ferdinand Bordes, don't have him. Floyd Burton Lovelace, September 29th. So just the anniversary was 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Floyd McKinney, November 27. Frank Pedrini, July. Guy John, February 8th. Gregorio Arellano, July 24th. So the majority of the time, it's going to be winter. August. Jesse Bishop, October 22nd. John Kramer, August 27. John Hall, November 28th. Joseph Bader, July. If anybody out there can do a research for me real quick, July 13, 1934. Can you guys see what day of the week that is for me, please? July 13th, 1934. See what day of the week that was on. He was literally Friday the 13th. Oh, shit. Okay. Friday the 13th, 1934. So they're right January 26th for Luther Jones. So it's 50-50 between winter and summer. You will not beat my research speed. You shall not pass. So yeah, it's kind of split between summer and winter months. So, Deads, you remember when Susan was telling us last year that John Hall asked for a gas mask when he was being executed? I used that in the execution chamber this year. I'm like, I'm sorry I didn't bring a gas mask for you. So I'm excited to see the EVP we got from that. You do not have all the names because they're still secret. What names? Of all the ones executed, I have all their names. And I said this last night. I even mentioned Kalani Ghost Hunter, that he kept calling Eddie Cole, Carol Cole, when he was in the execution chamber with his hand in the strap on the armrest. I'm like, are you still mad at him for calling you Carol Cole? I want to see what we got from that. One of the other paranormal TV shows or other paranormal shows was there the week after I was. I can't tell you which one yet because it hasn't broadcast. They investigated the prison before. They came back to do it again. It's not Ghost Adventures. I can't tell you which one because it hasn't broadcast. I'm excited to see what they get. I'm excited to see what we got this year. No, it wasn't ZB. It was not Ghost Adventures. I'm still working on trying to get them back to the prison. That's an echo of some kind. I don't think that's paranormal. I really don't think that's paranormal. But that's my goal, is to eventually move up there. If I can find something outside Carson for a decent price and get a... Thank you. That's not Susan either. Okay, there is a voice. That first one is a voice. We're not going to be able to figure it out though, but this one, that's not Susan. That's not an echo either. Uh, I'm going to. Believe me, I'm going to. But I'm cleaning it up. Uh, Possibly. But that's not her voice. I forget her name. They were with another paranormal team. Like I said, everybody canceled this year. This is what sucked, or benefited and sucked. Friday night, it was me, Susan, and Chris alone in the prison. So it was pretty much me by myself. Saturday night was another paranormal team, husband and wife, and myself. Well, and Susan and Chris. So, like I said, they showed up, investigated for an hour. It's not them. I guarantee you that. Because they showed up an hour and a half late, investigated for an hour and a half, 2 hours, left for dinner for 2.5 hours, came back and investigated for like 3. So, okay, we're going to save this.
freaking sneaky bastard.
Yes, it could be distant, but that's not Susan's voice. That's the other thing. That is not Susan's voice. Again. Twice. Why are we getting 2 thank yous? Yeah. There's a cleaned one. So, what we're going to do, bear with me. Oh. I'm saving it as a continuation, not as another EVP. Just as kind of a part 2. Again. There's 3. What the fuck? Compliment? What are we getting into? No, there can't be an alarm. Why would an alarm say thank you? Now that is Susan. That was just weird. That is just strange. What's up, Corgi? How you doing, bud? They didn't have a music box. This paranormal team that joined us didn't bring any of their equipment. They pretty much did cell phone investigations. Their previous investigation, they brought all their gear. This investigation, they brought their flashlights, a camera, and their cell phones. That's it. That's me. Which is okay. Like I said, to each their own. I mean, people are going to investigate how they want to investigate. TM, you're not wrong, bud. You know how afraid I am of losing a recorder or forgetting one? Granted, I know Susan's going to find it and send it to me. I know this. But it's like, fuck, we have 20 recorders spread out. Am I going to forget one? That's why I keep a freaking notepad. It's like, my God, how much equipment do you actually need to spread out? The answer is, as much as you can. You never know what you're going to miss. minutes, so we're coming through again. Is that still up there? Yes, you are running. Good. I've thought about that. Nah. I said, I am a little disheartened. I didn't do the upper yard this year, but after finding that piece of knife, I didn't want to, and after going in there and smelling it, I'm glad I didn't. Guys, I think it would have really affected my physical health going into these buildings. Deads. They are cleaning out the gymnasium. They're starting to get all the records out of there and get everything scanned and archived. Problem is, Warm Springs Prison is going to be taking over that area when it reopens. So once that does, nobody's going to be allowed up the hill. Yeah, they've started getting a lot of it out. Don't know when Warm Springs is going to reopen, but the upper yard probably be off limits, which is understandable. Be active prison grounds. Warm Springs Prison. The last word should give it away. It's the active prison next door. It closed down for renovations. They're hopefully going to reopen it soon. No, they're not expanding. It will be for, I forgot what Susan and Chris said. It's going to be for something else, storage or something, but it will be part of active prison grounds. No, permanent. But that upper yard should be a part of active prison grounds, which will be a pain in the ass. But I get it. It is what it is. You know, I'll be honest. At least I can say that I got to investigate the upper yard, and we got some fantastic evidence. And we found physical evidence based on an EVP. How many investigators can say they've actually done that? Not many. Go check this. Look what we found. And that's where I kind of wish Deads would have been there for it. Go check the sink. I wish Deads could have been there for Pitney's cell when we found that piece of knife wedged behind the sink. Only on TV. Yeah. 100% only on TV. Unfortunately, we've only found one EVP tonight. And like I said, I've been on over 1,000 investigations. Never had that happen. I mean, I've found stuff on investigations, but never been given a clue to find something. you really start to question consciousness after death, because that shows intelligence and consciousness. Check the sink. What didn't they want the guards to find? And it took Chris Pitzer. He had his pocket tool with a pair of pliers, his little handyman, and it took some brute strength to get that out from behind the sink. So whoever put that in there really wedged it the fuck in. TM, that's possible. They just put the tip in there and snapped it off. That's possible. But even Pitzer said, Brent, that's an amazing fucking find. Well, minus the effing. He goes, that's an amazing find. That's that's huge. You know, it's not every day you find a piece of weapon in the cell house 40 years after the prison closes. Well, 2012, 8 years? Well, 2012, so 12 years after the prison closes. Where do you go with that? You know, it's... But still, like I said, it had burn marks on it. So they were using it to either cut drugs or they were getting ready to makeshift a better weapon. Still, it's a knife. Tip of a knife in a prison cell. Not supposed to have it. That makes it contraband. Wonder where the other part of the knife went? No way to ever find out there, Moose. What's that, Deads? And this is probably what I thought. What if that was the tip and knife? Did they ever recover the shiv that killed Joseph Wright? That's probably in that's probably still in the police station. I guarantee they've got it somewhere. I guarantee that's locked up somewhere. And I would actually take that one step further there, Deads. If it was possible to ever investigate the upper yard again, take that shiv into Joseph Wright's cell and be like, do you remember this? Go to the freaking extreme. find a way to get a hold of that shiv, donate it to the prison, and have people see this is what killed a prisoner. Take it out of the cabinet up to his cell and be like, hey, buddy, you want to get stuck again? Come out and talk. Use that to provoke. Use a weapon that actually killed somebody and use that physical weapon to get evidence. I'm out of my mind for saying that. Would I do it? Absolutely. Especially for Joseph Wright or Neil Pitney. I got a big old set of brass coconuts right now going, game on. I shackled up and walked into the execution chamber. What's next? I'm game. I'm freaking game. After what happened to me, am I still willing to do it? Oh yeah. I want to see what evidence we can really get. Yeah, we got 15 minutes left on this section. We're going to go ahead and kill it tonight. It's only 15 more minutes. And Deads, I don't know if you saw this one. I don't remember if I posted this on Discord or messaged you or not. When I investigated last night's cells, which was Eddie Cole's, the cell B. I took that into the cell. Like I said, they labeled him the alcoholic cannibal. Now, disclaimer for anybody watching this. I did not take alcohol into Nevada State Prison. There is iced tea in that Jack Daniels bottle. It's physically, it's iced tea in there. I had to video myself pouring out the Jack Daniels and pouring in iced tea just in case something ever came about so I can prove that I did not take alcohol onto prison grounds. So the spirits don't know. It's sealed. Eddie Cole is going to see that Jack Daniels and be like, game on. No, legally I had to, Sims. And again, there's the tip of the knife. It's just big enough to be a shiv if you sharpen it. Walk up next to somebody and just straight down. Done. That's even what Chris said. He goes, you sharpen that up and you could just walk by somebody and zip and just walk off. And Deads, this is the one Chris Pitzer took, taking a team through culinary. I don't know if they showed you this last year. Look at the hair. We've discussed this a couple times already. I am willing to bet 100% that's the spirit of Daryl Mack. They know his spirit's been roaming in culinary. The man was on death row and still allowed to work in culinary. Now, as I've told everybody, watch that hair. He was known for wearing an afro. The guards, everybody who worked the prison, he was known for having an afro. Now, Pitzer took this. It was just Chris and these three in culinary. Now, for Sims, for Deads, just you two, because TM is weighed in on this. I think Moose has too. Remember this hair. Remember this. Give me just a second. Turn that sideways. Profile. Yeah, TM. Sims and Deads hasn't been in here to see this. Bingo. Exactly. That is the spirit of Daryl Mack. Look at the hair. Look at the beginning of the fro. You profile that, that's Daryl Mack. That is the reason I set up a GoPro in culinary, or excuse me, in the kitchen, to see if we could catch him walking through. Yeah. And all it takes is one quick frame. And I guarantee you, between all the docents at the prison, Michelle, Susan, Tammy, Chris, who's no longer the second Chris, no longer a docent, do I think that's residual or intelligent? Deads, I don't know. I can't give you an intelligent answer on that. My gut wants to say intelligent because he's still seen roaming the grounds, both in execution and in the kitchen. Because he, like I said, he was allowed to work in the kitchen while on death row. So, do I think it's intelligent? I'm going to say, I'm going to be fair here. I'm going to say a 35% chance that's intelligent. 65% residual, 35% intelligent. I'm going to be fair. Yeah, it could. That's why I'm only giving 35. Oh my God, it's Grinch.
That's Christmas Eve.
Grinch, I've been good, good as I can. How have you been? Had a 16-day paranormal hangover, but I'm good. I'm finally back to normal after investigation number 5. It's good to see you again. I was just mentioning you about a week ago because I had to take a week off. That investigation wrecked the shit out of me. It's like, where's everybody at? You know, where's Deads? Where's Grinch? Where's Sims? Where's MDS? Well, you know, where's everybody at? Where's Ears when we need her? But what's new? What the hell is new? It's been 6 months, at least. I said, if you haven't, since you're coming back in after a while.
Right behind you.
Fuck you, Moose. I hate that one. Oh, I hate that one. Being shut in the execution chamber was fucking hardcore. It's the roughest thing I've ever done as a paranormal investigator. And I'm ready to do it again. I'm so ready to actually have them lock the door this time. Set up a camera outside. I'll set the camera inside. Also cool you did it, yeah. I am very blessed to be surrounded by the people that I am at Nevada State Prison Paranormal. Susan, Tammy, Michelle, Chris. I couldn't ask for a better bunch of people. They have gone above and beyond for me. And I will thank them every show if I can. You know, they've done a lot for me. And Susan has gone tenfold over what I could ever expect because of people who have flaked on me and had to back out last minute, and Susan still allowed me in there. She could have easily said, you don't have enough people, you have to pay the difference. So, you know, I love Susan to death, and I can't ever thank her enough. You know, and the warning she gave me, and I've said this the past couple of shows, the warning she gave me before letting me into that execution chamber. Every one of us that have gone in there have had negative effects. I've still got to risk it. I got to risk it for the biscuit. This will mark everything minus the gym, which I'll never ask for. And I got it with both barrels. Oh. But yeah, TM, the experience of a lifetime. We got about another 4 minutes left on this section. We're gonna load up section 2 and see what's in store for tomorrow night. Don't think we're gonna dive too much into it. I don't know, but Deads, you better be there next year. I'll start once January hits. I'll get a hold of Susan, find out when we want to do it. And again, it's open for anybody watching this show. Anybody that wants to go, you can, you're invited. You're responsible for your flight, your hotel, your food, your rent-a-car, and the cost of the investigation. If you're able to and you can afford it, it will be one of the best experiences of your life. Now, I'm going to do to you what I did to Deads. I'm going to take you into some of these areas and investigate with you. But I'm also going to leave you alone. I'm going to take you into culinary, and I'm going to leave you there. I got to go into the office for a minute. Investigate by yourself. I'm throwing you to the freaking lions. There's no other way around it. If you can afford it, if you could swing it, you get the time off, don't not do it. Leave me. I'll order some food from the spirits. Moose, I'm going to drag your ass up to execution, and I'm going to freaking have them shut the freaking doors. I'll leave you in last night's cells, pull that lever, and have that freaking door swing shut. Yeah, Dad, you did for about 20 minutes. But next one is execution by yourself, or last night's by yourself. Moose, yeah, it's not the fact you've never been in there before, but you won't go into. Like I said, I don't know if we'll be able to go up to Pitney's again, but if we're able to go up to Pitney's, I'm fucking taking you up to Pitney's cell. Oh, Deads, I knew you would in a heartbeat. I want to see Moose up in Pitney's cell. Or Joseph Wright's, if it's possible next year or in the future. But like I said, the condition of those buildings right now, no. Absolutely not. And Grinch, if you want to drag the hubby, you're more than welcome to as well. Take me a cot and just lay there. No, you're not getting a cot. You're laying directly on his bunk. I hope the sound void appears. Oh, yeah. The sound void was interesting. Yeah, Moose. Pause this. Over near Joseph Wright's cell, which is, just down the hall from Pitney, out, down into the first pod there. There was no echo from our voice, no echo from our footsteps. We were stomping on the freaking ground. And the second we stomped, our footsteps dissipated. There was absolutely no echo whatsoever. And it happened all 3 nights. All 3 nights. Complete sound void in A block or A wing. We were in a vacuum. It was, and it happened 2 years in a row. It happened 2 years in a row. Oh, off the record there, Deads. Gold Dust West is getting ready to remodel the entire hotel. I talked with Mike, and he's like, dude, it's like next year I want to get a room with a jacuzzi. He's like, you won't get it. We're remodeling. There won't be any jacuzzis anymore.
All right, this is Brent
All
with
right.
Incarnate Paranormal.
There's the end of that. No, I don't want to save it. Let's see what this section's going to lead us. Put that up to there. Delete that. Oh, we might be getting into something here. Yeah, they're remodeling Gold Dust. This year, I had 2 days to relax before I investigated. And I asked him, it's like, dude, next year, I want a jacuzzi suite. He goes, nope. He goes, they're taking them all out and remodeling the rooms. It's like, shit. But the hotel is nice as shit anyway. Not like you need to. And like I said, just, hey, I'm with Incarnate Paranormal. I'm with, hopefully you can get like the business discount next year. Okay, do we have anything? Okay, we have a few spikes. Okay. Okay, it won't be too bad. So, yeah, we got one EVP tonight, which is a double thank you. Not much to write home about, but it is evidence. Deads, Moose, TM, Grinch, Sims, anybody else, Corgi, I know you popped in and out. Anybody else I forgot? I really thank you guys for being here tonight. It was a lot of fun. I'll be back tomorrow night, roughly about the same time. We're going to try to get through as much of Section 2 of this recorder as we can. Don't know which one we're going to do next. I'm going to figure that out here probably a little bit later tonight. We should finish this recorder by the end of the week. And then we're going to play it by ear. Still got the video to get put together. 4 GoPros. 2 nights. Still got a lot of video to combine. So anyways, guys, thank you for being here tonight. See you tomorrow. God bless, and y'all take care.